Talking loud in the nighttime air. Voices clash without a care. Opinions flare like they matter so. But who's right we'll never know. Microphones like weapons drawn. Swagger in the twilight dawn. Each word iron, each thought steel. To be heard is the final deal. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one sways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Voice to voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Bow hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord side. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling up in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's ways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Raise your voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Battle hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord's tide. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's ways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. We say. We say. We say. We say. We say.
My mother twitted my fucking tampons!
I did it. I figured it out. How do I just make me? Whatever. Them's the breaks, kiddos. Yeah. So I have returned. I have returned after my long hiatus. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, because I only have one light on. So it'll look a little funny, but look a little funny. So, you know what? Let's get into a little bit of this, the breakdown. The breakdown. The breakdown. So CTV, well, the mainstream media, just in general, is trying to paint Alex Pretti as this, as this soft-spoken, selfless individual, incapable of harming a fly. All men want to be him, and women want to be with him. This is how they tried to portray this individual. And I have a big problem when we obfuscate the truth in order to push a narrative. I have a big problem with that. It's either there's the truth or it's simply my opinion as I see fit. You like that? You like that curl? Look at that shit. Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis action. I have a I have a problem when the encouragement of destroying other people's livelihoods becomes acceptable. I have a problem with destroying other people's livelihoods becomes acceptable. I look at accountability. Where's the accountability? I don't know how to share um I don't know how we actually share. Oh, Jesus Christ. So loud. Oh my god, it startled me. Or maybe I should have taken care of the housekeeping before. But this is a little off the cuff. I'm literally working on the episode from yesterday that Kim had Tundi on, and there were things that I felt that were necessary that needed to be said, and so alas, here we are. We'll start with this. We will start with this. So I guess I'll set this up a little bit. So of course, if for anyone that just isn't paying attention at all, Alex Pretti was fighting with police, had a hidden or a concealed gun on him. Once that gun was discovered, it allegedly uh, had a negligent, no, not a negligent, just people keep saying negligent discharge, and that's not what that is. It wasn't a negligent discharge, it was a misfire. And that's very different. Negligent means I didn't mean to, but my hand, I hit the trigger. Negligent, I wasn't thinking, and I discharged the weapon. I think that's very different than a misfire. So, and I've heard some people that have made the arguments that if these 6 hours had this concern of the gun just going off, you look at it funny, it goes bang. I've heard arguments that if that was the case, then this gun would be banned because it's actually unsafe. I don't know the validity of it. I don't own any guns like this. Mind you, I don't even guns. Period. It's fucking Canada. Government will proverbially molest you. They will molest you. So the altercation takes place after the gun is discovered. A misfire happens, and subsequently, Alex's life was put to an end after a reasonable expectation of harm to the officers. This guy is not some unknown individual. He was not some, shadow figure that nothing happened, nothing, this guy was known. He was a known agitator. He was a known activist fighting with police to protect criminals. That's if you're gonna die for a noble cause, it's running into a house, saving a family from a burning building. You run in, you see the videos of like a cop running into a house and like grabbing a dog, and the dog and him are running out, and it's not making a selfless sacrifice. Well, maybe it was selfless because he fucking sure didn't do it for himself, or maybe he did. We'll get into that. It has nothing to do with actually being a selfless individual. I think this was being a reckless person that had a lot of stuff going on in his own life and decided this was the way to go. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think Alex wanted this to happen. Now, before we get banned from YouTube for espousing an opinion that might be different than, well, it is known Alex had a history, a quite rough recent history. Recently divorced. Um, to my understanding, that his then wife left him because of his radicalization, because he was actually becoming a anti-fascist radical. So we'll play this a little bit. So this is a new angle from CBC. Any bets out there um how well they actually report on it? Any takers? What's the over under on them actually being factual, or is it going to be emotional pleading? I don't know. I haven't seen this video from the CBC. Can I do this? Ooh, I might like that better. I'm unsure. Maybe. We'll try it.
On Saturday morning in Minneapolis, immigration officers fatally shot a U.S. citizen. 37-year-old intensive care nurse Alex.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna sorry. We have a Canadian news outlet. I'm gonna guess the person reporting on this is East Indian. Does it say who spoke in the hopefully it does at the end. I just got a feeling.
Pretti. Now, many videos like this
Son of a
one.
bitch, I was so fucking wrong. Oh man, I was so wrong. Oh man, I was so wrong. That's incredible. All right. Ashley Frazier.
Circulating on social media. And after CBC News verified those videos, they don't appear to match the claims made by Homeland Security.
Of
that
course
Pretti
they don't.
approached the officers with a firearm. Leading up to the shooting.
What? Who? Already, dude, this is some fact checking bullshit. Who made the claim that he approached officers with see, okay. Did he approach them with a weapon? Yes, he had a concealed gun in his back, like surgically implanted into his spine. You see how ridiculous that sounds? Yes, he approached them. He had a weapon. What? Is it because they didn't say he had a weapon on him, but it wasn't drawn? Is that the level of like, you know, cope and try and reframe this whole situation that happened? I'll play that again because holy shit! Right, we're not even a 15 seconds in. We're 20. Actually, we're 25 seconds in. God damn it! I'm 0 for 2 right now. Fuck, I'm terrible. We're 20 seconds in, and already they're trying the Snopes. You know, did Donald Trump do a backflip on the White House lawn on Sunday? And then they give you 40 paragraphs of why Donald Trump and the speculation and everything else. And then it says at the bottom, mostly false. Although Donald Trump did do a backflip on the White House lawn, it was on Saturday. That's what the media, that's what just happened right there.
On Saturday morning in Minneapolis, immigration officers fatally shot a U.S. citizen. 37-year-old intensive care nurse Alex Pretti.
And anti-fascist activist, writer, and communist revolutionary. I mean, if we want to play the loaded, painting the narrative game, he has a history of assault. But okay.
Now, many videos like this one have been circulating on social media. And after CBC News verified those videos, they don't appear to match the claims made
No,
by
they don't.
Homeland Security that Pretti approached the officers with a firearm. Leading up to the shooting, this video was taken before multiple officers pinned down Pretti.
Yep.
Footage shows Pretti standing facing one officer.
Mhm.
We then see another officer get out of an unmarked car. The camera drives by Pretti and we see an officer push him, where we get a clear shot of Pretti holding a cell phone in his right hand.
You mean getting him out of the street where a vehicle is trying to move, impeding traffic? At the very least, hey, get off the street. Cars go here. Cars can kill people. You know how we know that? Because people die from car crashes. Crazy. This is an ICU nurse, right?
Clearly not a gun. In these next few videos, more people approach federal immigration officers around the same unmarked car, blowing whistles. We then see Pretti's hand here, holding a cell phone, filming the interaction. Fast forward a few seconds, Pretti is seen
Wait, why is this guy in the street directing traffic?
here filming the officer and waving a car through. In these two angles, we see what happens next. Officers approach and push the person wearing a brown coat. Then they push a person with the orange backpack. Then they spray Pretti with a chemical agent. He holds his left hand up.
You mean pepper spray? Man, they're doing everything in their power to paint this like these cops were like dousing him with like caustic substances. Pepper spray, bitch.
And continues to hold his cell phone with his right hand. This is contrary to Homeland Security's claims that an individual approached U.S. patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. Now we add...
Are they playing like the technically correct? Like we can spin this either way. We can 100% spin this either way.
Two more angles. We see Pretti help the person with an orange backpack. Then,
yeah, being arrested by fucking cops. And this guy was a nurse. Mind you, he couldn't be a doctor because he's too fucking dumb.
One of the officers pulls Pretti back onto his knee, then onto the ground. Another officer striking Pretti's head. When we
wait, where was the head strike? Where was the head strike?
In, we see that.
Let's try that again.
Now we add two more angles. We see
I'm watching
Pretti
the one
help
on the
person
right.
with an orange backpack. Then one of the officers pulls Pretti back onto his knee, then onto the ground. Another officer striking Pretti's head. When we zoom in, we see that's a metal can. And while this is happening, the officer in this...
Are we watching a different video here? Like, am I literally watching, like, is she playing? Did she, like, not capture the right screen while she was recording this?
With his right hand. This is contrary to Homeland Security's claims that an individual approached U.S. patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
Yeah, the officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. Are we just going to leave that out? We're just leaving out that next paragraph, right? Yeah, it would seem like if you approach someone with a weapon, whether concealed or not, in fact, I would say the fact that it's concealed is a higher level of scrutiny. If I'm not mistaken, in Minnesota, conceal carry. I'm sure a lot of people are brushing off this, but I'm pretty sure Minnesota is not a constitutional carry state. So if you are a CCW, you actually go through more scrutiny. Like, you actually have a higher duty here. So Minnesota is a shall issue state for concealed carry, meaning county sheriffs must issue a permit to carry a pistol if applicant meets statutory requirements. Okay. This permit allows individual to carry a handgun concealed or openly in public, and there's no state law requiring conceal. Okay, hold on. So there's no state law requiring concealment. Okay, so you can just out in the open. Okay. Must be a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, must complete an approved firearm safety training course within the past year. But wait. Liberals. I'll share it. Look. Now, mind you, this is AI. This is just a synopsis. Must complete an approved firearm safety training. I heard dipshits like Brian Shapiro saying, well, what about at least a training course? What about a training course? At least some type of training. That's all I'm asking. Okay. I mean, you got your wish. Okay. Must not be prohibited from possessing a firearm under Minnesota or federal law. Okay. Must not be listed on the criminal gang investigative database. Yes. No residents may apply to any Minnesota county sheriff, or non-residents may apply to any Minnesota county sheriff. Residents must apply to their own county of residence. New and renewal permits are valid for 5 years. Okay. We'll get back to CBC.
Now we add 2 more angles. We see Pretti help the person with an orange backpack. Then one of the officers pulls Pretti back onto his knee, then onto the ground. Another officer striking Pretti's head. When we zoom in, we see that's a metal can. And while this is happening,
where is this metal can?
Another
okay. This officer here does have something in his right hand. Does he strike him with it?
Striking Pretti's head. When we zoom in, we see that's a metal can. And while this is
I see a hand going backwards. How is a hand going backwards going? Are they like leaving shit out? Is CBC seriously leaving shit out? Like, are they actually leaving stuff out?
happening, the officer in this gray jacket and blue jeans pulls up Pretti's shirt. You see him grab onto his
Where was the claim that Alex Pretti didn't approach the officers with a weapon? And then fought with them, resisted arrest, impeded federal officers, which is already a fucking crime.
his belt. The officer then turns around and backs away with a firearm in his right hand. We slow down the video and we see that a weapon, which appears to be a gun, is pulled from Pretti's
Which appears to be a gun. Dude, you can see the fucking handle on it.
belt a second before gunfire. Then 10 shots are heard. Based on the gunshot sounds, the officer fires the first shot. Then from this angle, it appears another officer behind him also shoots. One video also shows another officer clap as shots ring out. Pretti lies there, motionless as all the officers step back. No one approached Pretti for 24 seconds. Later videos show officers approaching Pretti's body searching for something. When you hear an officer say, "Where is the gun?" In a response to CNN from the DHS
The one that they pulled off of him?
about the gun being removed before the shooting, DHS repeated their statement, saying the officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted.
Daniel Bruner.
And are we watching? Like this is actually what bothers me. Like it's not that, you know, the incident happened. It's actually unfortunate that, and it sucks because the media is actually running cover for this type of stuff. That's actually what bothers me more. Did Alex Pretti deserve to die? No. But I think at some point you're almost asking for it. And I think he did ask for it. This is why women shouldn't be in combat roles. Because guys do stupid shit when women get involved. We do real dumb stuff. All right, Mr. Chrome Dome. Holy shit. You polished that thing? Like, you can literally see his lights in his head.
Retired FBI agent with experience in crisis and policing situations. I know you've looked closely at the videos taken by bystanders. And so, from the perspective of police use of deadly force, what do the videos tell you?
Shows me one clear thing. There's a lack of discipline, lack of training, and lack of preparation by these agents in Customs Border Patrol. We are extensively trained in federal law enforcement, from the FBI to DEA, ATF, and obviously CBP and ICE. We receive extensive training, and we work together as a unit, as a group of FBI agents. And we are told, and we put through scenarios, different situations, in what to do and what not to do. And there's a lot of what not to do in this situation, from the engaging of the individual, of Mr. Pretti, and pushing him back is completely fine. That's completely acceptable.
Okay.
Pushing the perimeter back. But at which point the agent who initially fires the pepper spray, which also is also completely fine and good, he continues to engage Mr. Pretti for whatever reason. He continues to engage and pull his neck off and pull his jacket and put him down on the ground.
They pulled his neck off? What? They pulled his neck off. Oh my God, DHS, you guys are monsters. You guys rip people's necks out? Holy shit. See, I could be petty too and pedantic. I could be really fucking pedantic. You guys want to see me get pedantic? I can get pedantic, okay? I can get real pedantic. But I'm not going to, because I'm not a douchebag right now.
At which point, Mr. Pretty's gun is exposed. An agent with a gray jacket comes in, removes the weapon from the small of his back. At no time does it appear Mr. Pretti attempts to get the weapon, and no time does it appear.
When he reaches back, do you guys seen like where, like when he's like posted, right? You know, posting is when you like you have one arm and you're like bracing yourself. And sorry, I'm like mirroring the video, but he posts and like reaches back. But okay. I know we have the hindsight of like super slow-mo, you know, armchair quarterbacking, all this stuff. We have the ability of hindsight and actually having a God's eye view of everything to make an opinion. How about being there? How about being there? Imagine if Officer 1, well, you know what, I'll let this play out.
Here that he is struggling to get somebody else's weapon, but at some point, the officer, the agent in the green shirt, decides to pull his gun. And that's another thing that we don't do in federal law enforcement. If you're engaging with hands-on, attempting to handcuff somebody, you do not pull your gun out because of what we call sympathetic discharge. When you're squeezing your hand, maybe around the handcuff or maybe around the individual, your other hand may conduct a sympathetic squeeze as well. And if you're holding a firearm, you fire off a round. So you
Or could it be when the call of gun, he goes as a, okay, we've now upped the stakes? Like, this is no longer a, you know, slap fast hands, you know, It's no longer that. This is now lethal. This is now a potentially lethal scenario. And as Pretti, as a concealed carry, assuming he was a concealed carry holder or permit holder, he should be declaring, I am armed. I have a gun on me.
Never pull your gun while you are actively engaging somebody on the ground. And then
He's not. Look,
can
you
from the
see,
video,
he clearly
that's the first
backs
shot,
up.
and then continues, and then chaos ensues with the next 9 shots.
Do you see anything in these videos that would justify lethal use of force?
Absolutely not.
No?
Not. Based on the videos that I'm seeing, and the administration has already clearly misled us, in numerous press conferences, starting from minutes after the incident, where they said that Mr. Pretti had brandished his weapon when he was approaching the agents.
Not what they said. Not what they said. Not what they said, Daniel Brunner. Not what they said. You're lying. You're lying. Media, you're doing the thing again. You're lying.
Clearly was a lie.
God
He was
damn it.
holding a cell phone. To today in the Sunday morning talk shows here in the United States, they're talking about different things, that he's a domestic terrorist, that he was there to conduct.
If you're part of a domestic terrorist organization, then you're a domestic terrorist. What are we talking about?
Mass executions and mass.
Is Brunner, is he on that signal chat? Is he on that signal chat? Look at that still frame. Holy shit. You want Baby Ruth?
Murder. They don't know that. They don't know any of these. To make these statements is clearly trying to steer the needle in one direction. An investigation has to be conducted, but based on what I'm seeing, based on the videos that I'm seeing, based on everything that is being presented, all the civilian cell phones, everything, no, there is no justification.
No, in fact,
there needs to be, to fire a weapon, there needs to be a reason, a deadly force reason where the agent has to fire.
A reasonable expectation of imminent bodily harm. This guy knows this. He knows this. He's wearing blue because he's a Democrat.
And looking at, they see the individual has poses threat of harm or bodily injury to oneself or others present.
Thank you.
Fire. Not only the person who fired the first shot, but every other agent who fired a shot too has to be able to say, I saw a threat. You cannot fire because an agent next to you started firing. You cannot do that. That's against regulations. That's against the.
So if officer, hold on, let's play this scenario out. Officer 1 engages someone in a deadly firefight. Okay, he's only shooting bullets at. They're shooting, they're exchanging bullets themselves. But Officer 2 is chilling off to the side and just like, all right, Walter, hopefully you make it out of it. Beers later, he's like, man, I'm in a gunfight right now. He's like, yeah, but I'm not. He's like, can you help me? I'm not under any personal threat, so no. Nah, you got it. You got it, dude. I believe in you. That's what this guy is saying right now. That's literally what this guy is saying. Not just that one, the officer that's actually being threatened has the justification, but all other officers, if they're not immediately with the expectation of reasonable bodily harm, deadly harm, they're just supposed to stand there. You hear how stupid that is? And every single boomer, every single libtard, every single one of you are going to watch this and you're going to go, yeah, see, it shouldn't have happened. Okay. All right.
Rules, and then you'll be breaking all the training. That's why I think this all comes down to lack of training, lack of discipline, and complete unpreparedness.
Daniel Brunner, appreciate having your perspective as a former FBI officer. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Not to try and discredit someone, John Brunner. Right? It was John Brunner, right?
mass to today in the
Daniel.
morning.
Daniel. Sorry. We're specialized in investigating gangs, including MS-13, transnational criminal organization. It's very. Oh, is it quiet, dude? This shit's cranked. Never mind. It's totally not cranked. Fuck. Okay. Including MS-13, transnational criminal gang. Well, I hopefully I spoke over enough of it. I thought like it to me it was actually loud.
Talk shows here in the United States.
All right, how's that? Well, it's already 35 minutes of this shit, so stuff. Brunner also worked on racketeering, RICO cases, cybercrime, and domestic terrorism, leveraging his influence in Spanish. Okay. After retiring in 23, he founded the Brunner Sierra Group, a forensic accounting and security firm, where he now serves as president and co-founder, advising high net worth clients on risk and security. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, NBC. Oh, if it's NBC, it's going to be low tier slop.
Tonight, a representative for Alex.
Is that loud enough? Turn it down a little bit. But Kim, do you like the in the corner kind of thing? I kind of like it.
Pretti's family confirming this newly released video shows him in.
Did you see where he spit on the cops? Did you see that there? No, they left that little tidbit out. Look,
Tonight, a representative for Alex Pretti's family confirming this newly released.
Oops! You guys see that? A little hawk too.
Tonight, a representative for Alex Pretti's family confirming this newly released video.
Ooh. Oopsies. That's assault. Whoops. Let's do that one for the kids in the back.
Tonight, a representative for Alex Pretti's family confirming this newly released video shows him interacting with federal agents on January 13th.
Oh. That's the oh fuck, I just ran over my own foot. Oh man, I'm Renee Good myself. Renee Good myself. Deadly Force. All right. Yeah, does this paint a bit of a different narrative?
11 days before he.
Not me running over myself. Here we go. 11 days prior to. He has a history of violence.
He was fatally shot. The video shows him kicking a vehicle and agents tackling him to the ground. The video does not show what happened before the incident.
Wait, they did that. They just took the video of that BBC one and just talked. Okay, well, whatever.
Incident.
That is police brutality!
No, it's not, bitch. No, it's not, bitch. You don't know what's happening, but you're also one of his comrades, Hail Hitler, or whatever the hell you guys talk about.
And tonight, the Border Patrol agents who fired
Clip that.
in Pretti's fatal shooting are on administrative leave, according to the Department of Homeland Security. At a town hall last night, Representative Ilhan Omar was criticizing the Trump administration's response to Pretti's death.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
When a man in the crowd charged her, spraying her with a substance in a syringe. Some of the liquid.
Look at how drunk that guy is. That guy is drunk AF. Holy crap. Breathalyze this man. You could probably tap his blood and get another shot or two out of it. Holy shit. That guy, that dude is a drunk.
Representative Ilhan Omar was criticizing the Trump administration's response to Pretti's death.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
When a man in the crowd charged her, spraying her with a substance in a syringe. Some of the liquid hit Councilmember Latricia Vita, who says it was terrifying not knowing what it was.
It was so terrifying. I had a potential caustic substance, the same one that the CBC was saying that these agents sprayed a substance, a chemical substance on Pretti. Those monsters. Look, they could have killed him. They could have killed him with the spicy air. The spicy air could have killed Pretti. But it was terrifying. That's why, like, hey, if I get sprayed with an unknown substance or a chemical, if I don't immediately know what it is, bullshit. She probably like smelt like vodka or something. Maybe it was probably like a pear schnapps or something.
So scary when you don't know. And we've had some crazy incidents.
Ow, 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 ow. Lick up those tears. She's so, oh man. You know what? Okay.
In this
I'll let this
city,
play.
it's like, I think everybody's on edge. So it was even scarier.
Omar's office said today it was told a preliminary report shows the substance was apple cider vinegar. Minneapolis police have arrested 55-year-old.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. But apple cider vinegar. Well, I'll say so. Nice slice of what's the worst that could happen? Well, potentially, if it is an actually like corrosive caustic substance, yes, it could actually cause a lot of damage to someone. But you'd smell it. Like apple cider vinegar, it's not. If you've ever cooked with it, it has a very distinct smell. You don't smell it and go, I think that's turpentine. It's a very distinct smell. And if you were so concerned, why did you stand there? Hopefully it plays the rest of this.
Anthony James Kamirchuk for assault. Omar is a frequent target of President Trump, who said she probably had herself sprayed, knowing her. The president is also continuing to stand by DHS Secretary Kristi Noem.
Can I just say Kristi Noem's pretty hot? Carry on.
Despite two Republican senators now calling for her to go.
She's never managed a large organization, and she's failing at every possible measure of the job.
In a rare
Weird. Okay. You know what? I got some information for you guys. I got some information. Let's see if I could pull it up here. I know I have the oh, John Leguizamo. Hey, check this out. Check this. Oops. 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 Now, am I saying it's staged? Does a bear shit in the woods? If a Somali Muslim communist sympathizer defrauds the government, is there anyone to hear it? Just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just asking questions, much like the media. I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing.
Move. Today, DHS adopting a different stance than in the immediate hours after Pretti's death, when Noem made this claim, later contradicted by cell phone videos.
This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
DHS now saying it relied on reports from CBP from a very chaotic scene on the ground, adding an investigation is now underway.
Camila joins us now live. Camila, let's go back to that new video of Alex Pretti. We're hearing tonight from his family about this video.
You know what I find funny? So just as a little aside, remember when Charlie Kirk got shot, assassinated on live TV, and every single left-wing individual cheered, laughed, celebrated his execution and said he deserved it. He deserved it for the hateful rhetoric that he spews into the world. He deserved it. And when people went to, around the world, people went to went to a candlelight vigil to honor Charlie Kirk's memory. Is there any instances, anyone let me know, please let me know. Are there any instances out there of right-wing extremists going to these candlelight vigils, disrupting them, destroying them? Is that a thing? Is that happening right now? I don't see it. Please, if there's a video. All right. I don't want to take, like, I honestly, these people, I have no interest in trying to claim the morality, the high road. When we seen, as the expression goes from Rick and Morty, I don't need to hear your cheers. I don't need to hear your boos. I see what makes you cheer. We see what makes you cheer. You cheered as a father, a husband with young children. A young man was taken out by a trans furry's boyfriend who wrote "catch fascist" on his bullets. I'm not interested in hearing the moralities from these degenerates. I'm not at all. I have it up here. You can try and prove me wrong that the police were not justified in the shooting. But morally, these people are bankrupt. Bankrupt.
Yeah, Tom, the family saying they knew about his previous interactions with federal agents and releasing a statement tonight saying a week before Alex was gunned down in the street, despite posing no threat to ICE, he was violently assaulted.
Oh man, I hate you. Do you guys hate the media as much as I do? Because I sure as hell do.
Tom.
Okay. Okay. What if I should post a StreamYard link? You know what? I'll do that. Go over to YouTube. I'll post a StreamYard link. Hey, Payman. Am I not live? Yes, I am live. Okay. Here we go. How do I pin message? There we go. Pin to the tippy top. Pin to the tippy top. Okay. Oh boy, here's some more. Was Alex Pretti a would-be assassin? A would-be assassin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Would-be assassin. How about the Guardian? This video shows the moment immediately after Pretti had kicked the taillight off an unmarked federal vehicle. There are multiple videos of what happened after, but it's unclear what happened before Pretti kicked the car. Wait, are bell-bottom jeans making a comeback? Jesus, and you have ass for days. Holy Jesus. Looks like the Antifada is going to be a little bit fatter. Wait. It's a 1-8 after Kirk. The 1 year. I don't know if there's a delay between messages, but all right. Okay. I like a bunch of liberal women screaming as they always do because they can't help themselves. Oh, it's grating. Oh. He runs away from the agents. Yeah, they probably like, hey, get the hell out of here. Stop being a dip. Okay? Stop being onion dip. Speaking of fat food. Okay? Or like, get out of here. Go home. Rethink your terrible life decisions that led you to this. Go home. Okay? Go home. Yep. You know what? I'll say this. Maybe if they actually arrested Pretti here, as they very well could have, they would have saved his life from the following interaction that took place nearly 2 weeks later. So actually, the fact that they showed compassion, restraint, letting him go, actually may have got him killed. That's the whole butterfly effect. If they would have arrested him right there, hindsight and all. Oh my God. Is there anything more grating than listening to a woman scream? It's nails on a chalkboard. Oh, he came back. Look, this guy he loved it. He loved the gangbang so much. He came back with a gun in his waistband. Oof. Pretti had a permit to carry a concealed handgun. So, okay. So actually the initial statement I made that he actually has training. He has training. Which people like Brian Shapiro keeps alluding to. These brain dead liberals who remove any and all context, any and all. What did I call it, Kim? I inadvertently called like reducing something to the point of irrelevance, whatever, the reductio ad absurdum. They reduce it to the point of irrelevance. He never touches it during the altercation. Okay. Federal agent kicks a tear gas canister towards the protesters. Were you guys watching old Bell Bottom's giant ass here kick it like they initially deployed it, and then giant ass Bell Bottoms kicks it towards the car? That ass is ginormous. Oh my god. What the Jeez. Oh, badunk a dunk. Oh my god. Did you see that chick on the left? This is why no one watches your sports. Watch the chick in the orange on the left.
Just go! Just go! Go!
Oh, they're playing soccer.
Go!
There's Alex Pretti again. Why would you bring curious? Why would you bring a gun where you know law enforcement are going to be? Now I see people making the comparison like, well, Kyle Rittenhouse brought a gun. Yeah, because the police actually refused to protect people. The police refused to actually enforce law. Oddly enough. Right? So it actually became lawless with regards to Kyle Rittenhouse. It became lawless. Why would you bring a gun? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. No, he's fully within his rights as far as I can see right now, outside of the getting into an altercation with law enforcement. But if he was just walking down the street, more power to you, brother. Got nothing but no criticisms. Except maybe don't own a SIG, because apparently they like to go off. You know? Go with a tried and true Glock. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. Me personally, I have like an affinity for like the Berettas, like those old Berettas. But that's just me.
Go!
One thing that I find interesting that they left out in this, he's yelling at those cops saying, "Come assault me. Come assault me." Yeah, ICU nurse. Selfless individual. What was that? I hope they get shot. No, that's not that. I didn't hear that, right? Sorry, this is going to get loud.
Go!
He said something. You guys will get shot, or I hope you get shot. What? Okay, shut the horn off, jackass.
You okay? You okay? You okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. Are we all okay? Are we all safe? We okay? Not me. Thank you, though.
Okay. Interesting thumbnail, right? Leave out the part where he's sitting there kicking it. Notice where they started. And this is why the media is full of shit. So it actually, what this ends up doing is, people like me, people like him, and all these other people that are just, hey, where's the facts? You know what? Let's give this a shot. This is why. Let's see. CBS News been killing it lately. Absolutely been killing it. Because they actually just give you the straight dope. Oh my god, it's such a long article. It's actually insane. It will break your legs. I newly revealed this from CBS News. Thank you, Barry Wise. Based. A newly released video shows 37-year-old Alex Pretti confronting federal immigration officers on a Minneapolis street 11 days before he was fatally shot. In another encounter with Customs and Border Protection agents, a Pretti family representative confirmed to CBS News on Wednesday. The representative said the family knew about the incident and that he sustained injuries, but did not receive medical care. The video was recorded on January 13th and posted Wednesday by the News Movement, a digital media outlet. It shows Pretti confronting federal agents along with other protesters. The video was verified by CBS News partner BBC News, and CBS News has confirmed the footage was filmed in Minneapolis. In the video, he is seen kicking and damaging the taillight of a government SUV. The vehicle then stops, and federal agents emerge and tackle him to the ground. There appears to be a handgun in his waistband, as was also seen in the footage from the day Pretti was killed. The video does not indicate whether Pretti was detained by federal officers following the January 13th incident. Later in the video, officers deploy chemical irritants in the street as a number of other people shout, honk their horns, or stand around filming the scene on their phones. It goes on a little bit more, just explaining what we just watched. Explaining what we just watched. What CBS News is doing, I think, is vitally important. I've been using CBS News way more in any research that I'm using, because they don't give you any of the fluff. They're not giving you nothing. No extras, no my feels, nothing. Hey, what's going on, Hemi? I won't use your whatever. Yeah, just another mainstream media narrative down the drain. Absolute shocker. This shows. Hey, Nigel, you're more than welcome. Come on up. Stream links there. Prove me wrong, please. I got an hour left. Please prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. So the media narrative that we continue to see is this appeal to emotion, leave out context, make you feel a certain way. And this is why, like, any articles, like if I want to be sensationalized, I read the first paragraph. Is it an appeal to emotion? If it's an appeal to emotion, they're not looking to inform, they're looking to radicalize you. And I prefer to be informed rather than radicalized. I would much rather that. We far too long have seen media. It just portray it just keeps continuing this escalation in rhetoric because they got high off their own fuels supply, whatever. Shut up, bitch. Because it wasn't enough. It's like I'm sure you guys do this. I do this with my friends. We do this all the time where we're like making a joke and then the next person like ups the joke and then the next person ups the joke and then the next person ups the joke. And it's like just kind of like keeps going and going. And you just keep laughing and laughing because it's funnier than the last thing said. It's like that's what the media has done to this country. That's what the media has done. It wasn't enough to portray, evil orange man as Hitler, that naughty H word. It wasn't enough to portray him that. Is he worse? Is he actually? Is he actually? Because it wasn't worth actually reporting on the information. It was sensationalized. They played the algorithms in order to keep eyes rather than actually giving information. This is why CBS is like my go-to now. CBS, no joke. Jokes are not bad, like gender studies. Oh, that's... So did Alex Pretti, did he deserve it? No. No, I'll say flat out, no, he didn't deserve to die. I don't think anyone deserves it. But did a series of incidents happen, especially ones that he put himself in, lead up to the eventual ending of his life? Yes. Again, the same arguments can be made. The left's like, well, what about Ashley Babbitt? Well, what about Ashley Babbitt? Huh? Okay. I can be honest, and my logic can make sense in both scenarios. Did the police feel that there was a reasonable expectation of harm with regards to what happened on January 6th, the big insurrection? I absolutely think an argument could be made. Absolutely. We, again, have the benefit of hindsight, of God's eye on everything. Was she armed? They don't know. They don't know. But when you have a bunch of people bashing in a door or, trying to break into a place, are you asking for it? Maybe. Do you deserve it? No, I don't think anyone really deserves it. Very few people, I think, actually deserve it. I find it funny that like I can see the comments where people are like, you're full of shit. No, you're making it up and whatever else. The link's there. The link's there. Oh boy. Alex chose his path. So it's from Hemi. Alex chose his path. Like conservatives have had consequences for words, liberals too have consequences, but for actions. Yes, this is the one thing that they actually equate. The left of today equates what Charlie did as violence. Words are violence, but violence is not actual violence. It shows just how disingenuous these people are. And a media system that exactly, sorry, I read what you said, that exemplifies keeping people in that fear, keeping them, everything's getting worse. Is Trump Hitler? I'll put it in right now. From The Guardian. Here you go. Is Trump Hitler? From The Guardian. Here you go. I'll show you guys right now. The Reich stuff. What does Donald Trump really have in common with Hitler? They drank water. Did you know that? Did you know Donald Trump and the little mustache man both drank water? Did you know he liked dogs? If you like dogs, you are basically Hitler. Oh, Donald Trump and fascism. Oh, that's interesting. PBS. Trump said Hitler did some good things and wanted generals like the Nazis, former chief of staff Kelly claims. Oh, there we go. No, Trump is not literally Hitler. So what is he? He's Hitler adjacent. What parallels do historians see between the Trump administration and the Nazi regime? Both wore clothes. If you wear clothes, you are basically Hitler. Just shave the mustache, okay? You know the thing, like we used to refer to that little, like the mustache as like the Charlie Chaplin. And then that little Austrian painter messed it up. He ruined a name forever. You can't call your kid Adolf now. Are you kidding me? All right. We will carry on. Like I said, link is pinned on YouTube. I don't know if I can pin on Rumble. But can I now? Oh, you can. When the hell did they add that? Okay, well that's pinned to the top. You know, the funny thing is, Hemi, I've been reading a lot more with regards to like fascism and like the actual tenets of fascism. And all I see from the left is that. How does that phrase go? Nothing above the state, nothing outside the state. That's all I see. They advocate for the state is above all. It's above family. It's above nation. It's the state. Absolute adherence to the state, that the state is the central point. Fascism talks about the nationalizing of private industry constantly. Oh boy, NBC. Like obviously there's more to fascism. But all of them, socialism, fascism, communism, they all come from the root is all the same. Marxism. It's all Marxism. All right. Oh boy. CBS. Is this CBS? No, not CBS. NBC. Really kicking up that diversity quota. Holy shit. Do you think they're actually going to speak English?
Of 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Pretti.
That face does not match that, or that voice does not match that face at all. Sorry, I don't know why it's so doo-doo. Can we just
Just minutes ago, we learned from DHS that the Border Patrol agents involved in that shooting have been placed on administrative leave.
A preliminary DHS report into the incident obtained by NBC News confirmed that 2 federal officers fired their guns during this encounter. The report did not make any mention of Pretti attacking the officers or brandishing a gun, as DHS Secretary Kristi Noem has claimed.
Meanwhile, Noem is facing growing pressure to step down.
No, I'm sorry. No, all the pixels are gone. I didn't re-up my pixel subscription. I wanted to play that back a little bit.
The report did not make any mention of Pretti attacking the officers or brandishing a gun, as DHS Secretary Kristi Noem has claimed.
Meanwhile, Noem is facing growing pressure to step down because of these deaths at the hands of agents operating under her leadership. 2 Republican senators, Tom Tillis, Lisa Murkowski, they've joined Democrats in calling for her.
Ew, why do both of them look like, oh my God. Oh my God, what was that? Shit. Oh, hold on. Oh, what is that movie? Oh, it's on the tip of my brain. That had Angelina Jolie, that snake chick with Grundle. Fuck. Oh. Oh, what was that movie? Beowulf. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Tell me this guy does not look like this. Okay, come on. I want to see a picture of his face. Show me a picture of his face. Come on. No. Lee, I mean, Hemi, as soon as I show you, you're going to go, holy shit, you're 100% right. You are 100% right. Come on. Oh, man. He looks like Grundle from Beowulf. Oh, let's see if I can find like a better. Like, come on. Hey, brothers. I don't believe in evolution. Yes, I do. 100%. I think Grundle somehow is the offspring of whatever the guy on the left, or offspring. He's like his ancestor. Are we gonna get kicked off YouTube for that? No, Ron Perlman is a monkey. Like, I'm pretty sure he has like silverback gorilla in like his immediate history. Like his grandparents were monkeys. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh man. Oh my god. Someone, you're more than welcome. That whatever that guy, this guy, and Grundle, you have my permission.
Resignation.
NBC News senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley joins us now from the Washington Bureau. Julia, let's start with the Pretti investigation. What can you tell us about these officers who we have just learned were placed on leave? Do we know if it is paid leave and what their circumstances are right now?
Just minutes ago, we learned from DA
Be assigned or force any kind of discipline as a professional. We know they've been put on leave. It's likely paid leave because at this point there has not been an Office of Professional Responsibility investigation that would have concluded that there be any kind of discipline to them. That is what would put someone on unpaid leave or would lead someone to being reassigned or forced into retirement or flat out fired. So in this case, it seems they have been put on leave, and that is what is normal because usually whenever there's an officer that's engaged their firearm, rightfully or
Oh my god, does it ever?
not and is involved in a fatal shooting, they're put on leave. And that is what was so unusual about the Renee Nicole Good shooting, is that we never got confirmation that the officer involved in that shooting was put on leave. He was merely spending time with his family, but never officially put on leave. And it's
Wait. I can't be more informed than these people. I can't. Well, I guess I can be. He had to go in hiding because he was doxxed and his life and his family's life was threatened. He had to go into like protective custody. Chris Tyson looking ass.
It's unclear if he's even back on duty now. As far as the
Oh, you guarantee she has a photo from that, whatever, the kid that draws like little kids doing terrible things.
congressional investigation.
I don't know that. I'm just.
We're also learning that Pretti never fired his gun and that 2 officers used their firearms in the shooting.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Of bodily harm. Let's see what reasonable expectation of bodily harm means. Okay, children. Reasonable expectation of bodily harm refers to a legal standard where a person's fear or apprehension of imminent physical injury is deemed reasonable under the circumstances. This concept, like... Oh, I just said the Chris Tyson. I said Chris Tyson. The concept is central to charges such as assault, where actual physical contact is not required, only the creation of a reasonable fear or of immediate harm. So that's even things like, I just have to go like this. 2 for flinching. I don't have to actually strike you. It's a reasonable. So even if, let's say, someone has a toy gun, okay, these things have happened where someone takes a fake gun and they take the orange tip off to distinguish a toy gun, even though you can just take the fucking thing off. But people have done that. Okay. There was a shooting. God, where was the guy? Am I mixing up the movie phone booth, but with a guy in an actual phone booth? A guy, he ended up grabbing his cell phone and went in a like a lifting manner as though it's a gun. He went like this. So he knew what he was doing. I don't know if anyone remembers. That video is just, it's playing in my head right now. There was a guy with a standoff with police, and he goes like that with a cell phone, like quick, mind you, you know what I mean? With the expectation that he was going to get shot and killed. So assault in criminal and tort law, assault occur when one person intentionally causes another to have a reasonable apprehension of imminent harmful or offensive contact. The victim does not need to have physical harm. Only they reasonably believed harm was about to occur. Yeah, I assume when someone says gun, 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 and then said gun gets fired, they're not saying gun, gun, gun because they looked at their buddy's holster and went, dude, that's a nice gun. Normally they're yelling gun, gun, gun is because the perpetrator maybe has a gun. I don't know. No, Hemi, actually, so Hemi says, so I thought the left hated all things guns. No, no, no. These activists, no, they love guns. It's dumb shit liberals who hate them. Because guns don't kill people. Monkeys kill people. Like, there was that isn't it funny? Like this is just shows how disingenuous the media actually is. During COVID, there was a what was it? Hugs Over Fear protest or whatever. People were protesting the vaccine mandates and all the lockdowns and stuff in Winnipeg. The media reported an SUV, a white SUV, strikes protesters. Almost as though the vehicle is sentient. They'll do things like that. Or there was it in Green Bay? It was somewhere in Wisconsin. Mind you, we've seen these things happen time and time again. Where vehicle causes blah. Well, I don't remember. Like I have a semi outside my front window right now. I'm looking right at it. Does it just become sentient like like Herbie the Love Bug or something? What was that movie with John Travolta or whatever, or not Kurt Russell? Is it Kurt Russell? No. The hell's the other guy? Not Val Kilmer. I only know them because they're in Tombstone. Great movie, by the way. One of the best. What was that guy's name? Was it Val? No, not Val Kilmer. Kurt Russell? Oh, fuck. Anyways. Whereas like car, he can like control it like remotely kind of thing. Like, is it that? Like, these aren't Teslas. They're not self-driving. Obviously, someone had to do it. But these people say, gun did blah. Well, people have like, made the meme of like someone poking a gun with a stick, and it's like, come on, do something. Because it takes action. So I thought, classical liberal. No, yeah, Maximum Overdrive. Yes, thank you. Maximum Overdrive, yes. Yeah, but so, the media said it was just a white SUV. Well, how about, was it Emilio Estevez? Am I drunk or high or retarded? That hunky white guy. Is it Maximum Overdrive? What was the other one with Quentin Tarantino? Is it death proof? It was Kurt Russell. I was right. Isn't his car like a self-driving car or something like that? God, I wish. One day. No, that's tomorrow's problem. That stuff is messy as fuck. But all right, let's I'm surprised. Lefties. Not one of you could even come up and prove me that I'm wrong and that ICE agents are complete total monsters. That's amazing. It's amazing how you guys want to do this. Like, okay. So here's a few things. The like liberal of today. Wow, everything just like came in at once. Like, wait, is Knight Rider the one that was a self-driving vehicle? So conservatives, because they understand the idea of like guns is a way of like protecting yourself. Left-wing radicals are the same thing. And I mean, even like far left or far right, they feel the same thing. It's the left-leaning liberal suburban person that goes, well, no one should have a weapon of war. I'm like, or an assault weapon. You know, a pen can be an assault weapon. And the funny thing is, these people will never be able to define what constitute an assault weapon. They just say AR-15 style because they have no idea what they're talking about, even remotely. I'm an idiot. I don't own guns. I listen to people who are actual gun experts. Okay? I listen to those people. So the left and the right love it. They love guns. Love it. It's the middle. The middle. Think that guns don't hurt people, or a gun just on its lonesome will kill someone. Oh boy, PBS. Aren't you guys defunded? I thought PBS got defunded. All right. How about this? Because PBS isn't circling the drain enough already. Yeah. Yeah, it does things. That's basically it. If you look at a gun the wrong way, it's going to go off. It's going to blow up and you're going to die. You're actually going to die. How do I change? So when someone chats, it squishes the screen. Right. Nah, I like that better. No. Ooh. Yeah. Anyways. All right. So the soon to be defunded PBS. Killing of Alex Pretti scrambles Second Amendment politics for Trump. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Prominent Republicans and gun right advocates helped elicit a White House turnabout this week after bristling over the administration characterization of Alex Pretti. The second person killed this month by a federal officer in Minneapolis as responsible for his own death because he lawfully possessed a weapon. Debatable. Really debatable. Well, I even made the clear distinction. If he's just walking around doing his own thing, dude, by all means. In fact, people get more scared when someone sees like a gun like out in the open. People have no problem outside of like brain dead libtards who don't think, are incapable of thinking. So the death produced no clear shifts in U.S. gun politics or policies. Yeah. Even as President Donald Trump shuffles the lieutenants in charge of his militarized immigration crackdown. Oh, I'm happy you guys got defunded. Now they're just circling the drain. But important voices in Trump's coalition have called for a thorough investigation into Pretti's death, while also criticizing inconsistency in some Republican Second Amendment stances. This article could have been an email. This email could have been a memo, and this memo could have been just a fucking thought. Like, reading those two paragraphs, are you guys any more clear on the position that the federal government is taking on this? Like, oh my God. It's like baby's first news article. Holy shit. It's because of Alex's actions that he got shot. Okay. Has nothing to do with scrambling Second Amendment politics. No, in fact, I think this shows a very clear delineation because people keep bringing up Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, what about Kyle Rittenhouse? He had a gun. Funny, it was open carrying, and he wasn't fighting with cops. He only did it as a last resort, absolute last resort, after he was pushed to the ground and was almost killed. Only after he was almost killed. And it's funny, out of the 3 people shot, 2 of them, little PDFs, and 1 like to beat up old women. Funny how that works. Riddle me that one. And then what did he do after that? Surrendered himself to the police while he was still getting chased. Huh. Does that sound like something a criminal does? They surrender themselves to the police immediately after the action takes place. Hands up. Not like that whatever dude. I can't remember his name. Don't really care. Hands up, don't shoot. Trayvon Martin? Is it Trayvon Martin? Hands up, don't shoot. He was actually hands up, don't shoot. And he clearly visible. My gun's right here. And he talked with the police. Very, very different. But again, these people reduce things down. They make the important details nothing on one side, reduce it down to absurdity, and then they'll with no self-awareness will inflate the other side. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse had a gun and he should. Why was he there? Just like, we complain about like the tourists, like, hey, yeah, why are you guys there? Like, if you guys are going to make that criticism about Kyle Rittenhouse, why is a chick that was from Missouri over in Minneapolis? Crazy question. Why do the same faces keep popping up in London, in Toronto, in Vancouver, in LA? Why are these people showing up? And as an interesting aside, so there's this whole the Signal Gate thing. Top Democrats are a part of this organization. It's a total, the last thing the left is grassroots. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all AstroTurf. No one actually buys this bullshit. No one does. Now it is being reported. So I'll set this up. Antifa declared a terrorist or a domestic terrorist organization. And if I remember correctly, anyone fact check me, they were also labeled an international terrorist organization. We now have members of parliament in Canada and organizations in Canada funding the attacks that are going on in the United States. Just saw this today. Just came out. So the Canadian government is now funding leftist extremist actions. That's what's going on here. Let's see if I can, if I have it here. Yeah, here we go right here. Wrong one. Oddly enough, that looks like a clown nose on Donald Trump. Just kind of funny. All right. This is from Kuzman. Something. Oh, he's with the Post Millennial. Okay. I don't. Okay. All right. Yeah, exclusive. Recently leaked anti-ICE protest donation records match the name of Canadian elected officials who are quietly sending funds to fuel the chaos in Minnesota. Let's see if I can pull up the actual article. You know what? You try and paywall me, you son of a bitch. Let's give it a sec. How's everyone doing out there today on a beautiful January 29th? Really, really nice seeing everyone over here. Really appreciate you guys coming in. See some of you guys over on Rumble. Hello, Rumble. Hello, X. Wave, you're on camera. And of course, you guys over on YouTube. Come on. Activate. All right, I'll give it a minute. So there was... Hold on, let me... Oh, land acknowledgements. Fucking shoot me. I saw that someone had listed the names. Oh, yeah. Nicki Minaj is a big fan of the old Donald Trump. All right. All right. Go to... What are we... See if I can grab it. There's a bit of a different way you can grab this stuff. Come on. Oh, damn it. Have they figured out how to break this? Normally this is what I use and it works pretty well. All right. All right. All right. So leaked donation records from group organizing anti-ICE protests appear to suggest that Canadian municipal politicians, union organizers, and academics are financially contributing to them. Hey, you guys remember when they said like the Freedom Convoy was funded by like foreign nations and that's terrible and a bad idea? And then it got leaked that it was like 90-something% of all donations to the Freedom Convoy were made in Canada. So is this a problem now? Of course. Oh, I thought that said Glenn McGregor or McEwen or whatever that douchebag out of Alberta. Oh, I was gonna lose my shit. Okay, the leaked donation record appears to include names identical to those of multiple elected officials, including one school trustee and one city councillor in BC. Other names donating to the cause were linked to the Canadian identities of a public service union regional representative, a McGill University professor, and a member of the Cowichan tribe, which the Cowichan tribe has been very, very much in what's the best way? Doing a lot of shady stuff. Oops. So yeah, is it only when the right does it? When people who are actually talking about why is this not working? Wah, wah. Okay. You know, so okay, so is it a problem only when the right does it? The right, which I find funny because it was like, you know, your normal fucking like hippie liberals that were mostly out and saying like, hey, no masks and all that stuff. I looked at them as hippies, as like weed smoking hippies. I guess I'm a weed smoking hippie, even though I don't smoke weed. Wow. Okay, so it's been nearly 2 hours. Amazed. A bunch of, you know, I guess the left is in all agreement. Alex Pretti, you know, the ICE was justified in what they did. Good to know. Good to know. So with that, I got some work to do. Some of us actually have, you know, actual, you know, work. Actual work. But yeah, I will get the hell out of here. We are going to be here. No, it has nothing to do with X. It's stuff I have on my own side here. Yeah, we will be back. We'll be back Saturday morning. Or Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, 1:00 Central Time. We will be back here. And yeah, with that, see what's going on over on Rumble. Who's live right now on Rumble? Crowder, Benny, Geeks and Gamers. You know what? I'll send you guys over to Geeks and Gamers. Wait, hold on. I always do this wrong. Oh, they just off. Hold on. No, Tim Pool just went live. All right, Tim Pool apparently is live right now. So, with that, thank you everyone for tuning in, guys, on Rumble. Go have fun with old Timmy boy, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Where's the outro? Outro.